Welcome back! That's right, I'm wearing the same clothes as last time because I get one night a week to actually make these videos for you. And I'm not into changing clothes just to make the illusion that I did it on different days. In fact, I wore these clothes to work today, so you get to see me in my work clothes. How about that? I look super fly. Not my usual crazy curly hair, not my usual kind of wild hippie t-shirt. This is me being a grown-up. Anyways, very, very welcome back. So glad to see you're here. And I do have my lovely glass here. This was a gift to me by one of my most favorite people in the world. And yes, there's red wine in it this time. So, but you may not have seen the last video, so you'll never know what was in that glass last time. Today, I am very excited. I'm going to talk to you about crystals. And no, for once, it's not going to be crystals you put in your vagina. Oh, they're falling apart. How sad. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, look at my other videos because they are all about those kinds of crystals. Yes, I'm not kidding. Watch them. Also, watch my long-ass, bomb-ass video on what the heck is a yoni egg and how do you use it. And in that one, we talk about rose quartz. And by we, I just mean me because I'm royal. We talk about rose quartz and jade, which I always forget jade because me and jade, I don't get her. She doesn't get me, and I don't get her, and that's okay. A lot of women really get her. A lot of women. Very, very powerful women get her. Anyways, we're going to talk about crystals like this. That does not look comfortable in the vagina, so we're not going to talk about the ones you put up there. We are going to talk about just general crystal knowledge. And some of them you cannot put up there. And I don't get to talk about those when we talk about yoni eggs. Because that's not the platform for that. So now I get to talk about ones that are inappropriate for putting in your vagina. Which I'm using that word 3 times and you all know how I feel about that. Vagina means sheath. I'm not a cuckold. Anyways, let's do our card pull. Again, we are using the Goddess cards by Doreen Virtue. She's a wonderful lady. Very talented in many ways of seeing things and knowing things and angelicing things, but this one's about goddesses and we are very excited tonight. Now, again, you think that it's not going to work, I don't care. What I want you to know is that these are teeny little mirrors and they're going to show you exactly what you need to hear in the moment you need to hear it, or not. And that's what you get to decide. Okay? If it's feeding your soul, do it. If it is not feeding your soul and it feels like drudgery, don't do it. Don't listen to me if you don't feel like it. I don't need you to listen to me. All right. Should I just pick one like this, or what do you think? This way? We'll see what falls out. Here we go. Oh, that was quick. Freya. Ooh, that is kind of the theme of tonight. Well, at least this video. The other one was a little different. But I am like, yeah, let's do this. So, bold. You know, Friday is named for Freya. Freya is an ancient goddess in the Norse tradition. one of my favorite things about this one, there's a rainbow, there's a cat, which we talked about in the last video with Bast. There's this horn, and look, there's the Crystal Mountain. What luck! We're supposed to be talking about crystals, obviously. Clearly. All right. Read the book. F, A, B, C, D. I think I'm dyslexic. That's my problem. All the greats are. Freya, bold. Unleash your adventurous side. Take risks and be daring. Message from Freya. Don't play it safe right now. Instead, take bold action in the direction of your true heart's desire. Ha! What did I just say? Success comes not from timidity, but from committing yourself fully to realizing your dream. Hold the clear intention of success, and it shall come about. See, you needed to hear that, didn't you? Enjoy the excitement of taking risks, of being bold, and of being daring. And I can't read this without this, excitement voice. Like I'm a TV announcer. And be sure to celebrate your success with a party or by splurging on a wonderful indulgence. I don't know. I don't know what kind of indulgence I would want. It's a great point. I had hair in my face. Various meanings of this card. Take a risk. Make a bold life change. Appreciate your body. Always important. Flirt. Go have fun and celebrate. About Freya, a Nordic earth goddess of fertility, celebration, and passion. Freya rides in a chariot pulled by mighty cats across the rainbow bridge, connecting heaven and earth. Unafraid of her sexual power, Freya teaches us to appreciate our attractiveness and to enjoy ourselves. No wonder, then, the day of the week, Friday, was named in her honor, since this day is associated with the end of the work week and a time for celebration. Ha ha ha! All right. Maybe this video belongs on a Friday. I think that's right. This is a Friday video. I'm not gonna sing it. No, I'm not gonna. Friday. No, I can't do that. So, the moment you've all been waiting for, ladies and gents and ladies, squirrels and I don't know, something else. I wish I could adjust the light, but maybe one day I will. Okay. This is Celestite. It speaks to the angels. Isn't that wonderful? Don't you want to have more angels in your life? It attracts them into you. Oh, I can hear the cynics talking already. Oh, she's full of shit. Yeah, I get it. I was one of you a long time ago. Not so long ago. Here's how crystals work. You ever used a computer? Oh yeah, you're using one right now. Okay, well, the silicon in the computer is the buffer between the electron movement things. Okay, silicon's important. We all know that. It's important for computers and it moves information across. And I used to know exactly how it worked back in college, but I kind of forgot, okay? But it moves the electrons across and it's a semiconductor, which is why it can actually move energy. Guess what most crystals are made of? Silicon. Yeah. Now, it's not exactly the same silicon, so it's not controlled by humans in the way we control computer-based information, but because of its unique crystal structures and other elements present in the crystal. We move our electrons in ways that we aren't moving them in a computer. Because in a computer, they're particle-based electrons only, for the most part. Emotions are wave-based energies in motion, or electrons. Isn't that exciting? You can communicate with rocks through your emotions. Yeah. So one of the interesting things about crystals is that they run the energy through them just by their presence. And we run it faster through the intensity of our emotion. If you have ever, now all the people who use crystals regularly can attest to this. You have, let's say you have a quartz around your neck, right? I probably have a quartz here. Okay. A lot of people have necklaces that, like, you know, one side is here, the other side's wrapped up, hangs like this. Oh yeah, I'm a hippie. Alright, so if you've ever worn one of those fun necklaces, and you can have like this really tough day with a lot of intense emotion, or, you know, a really great day with a lot of intense emotion, you will begin to notice these weird little black flecks or brown flecks inside the crystal. No, I'm not making that up, and it's not even dirt. The crystal breaks, and quartz is one of the ones that's known for it. But I already talked to you about clear quartz in my last video on quartz, but it was yoni eggs. Quartz does the same thing no matter where you put it, but all the stones definitely, when they have the right crystal structure, they will address specific emotions, like enzymes, right? It's got to have the right shape and feel and look, but we can't see emotions. We can't analyze them the way we do molecules. So a lot of it is really tricky to understand at this point in time. There's no like tracking system at this point. But I know what I know, and I know what I've seen, and I know how I've helped people with crystals. And because it runs the energy through them, the emotions feel better. And your emotions feel better, you don't lash out as much, and you have better willpower, better mental power, better overall strength, and that translates into your physical world. It's all upstream. Okay, enough for the critics. You can believe me or not, I don't care. Anyways, celestite. Yes, there are angels in the world. There are spirits, there are other beings. Some of them are nice and some of them are not. This one talks to the angels. So I was instructed by a psychic to find myself some celestite. And I said, you're crazy because you're a psychic, but I'm going to listen to you anyways because that feels right. So I did. Celestite is really, really pretty. But that's about as much as I know about celestite, because what I use for the crystals is what I feel. This one, malachite, I think. Malachite is very grounding. It's almost more grounding than obsidian. Obsidian's over here. Of course, not a yoni stone. Can be a yoni stone. Not this rock specifically. Malachite is very, very grounding, but it is not good to put in your vagina. Obsidian, you can. Both of them will ground you to the point where you get rid of all the crap you don't need. That's what it does. That's what grounding is. Just being in yourself and then going, oh, I don't need this, I don't need this, I don't need this, I don't need this. So yeah, that was exciting. This one's Sodalite. Sodalite is a very ancient Wiccan stone. It is blue, which is the throat chakra color. And actually, me having it like this feels really good. Citrine. Get this. Citrine, like this, and then this one. Citrine is known as the money stone. So, oh, look, I have inclusions. Yeah, those weren't there before. How about that? Yeah. You probably won't be able to see them from there. Where are they? Yeah, it just looks like little speckles of dirt. Citrine is known as the money stone. Money runs through the third chakra, which is right under the rib cage, solar plexus. That's the most famous one for money. Now, if you're completely ungrounded, then you will be unable to take advantage of the financial advantages that you have. So that's the first and second. So if you're having money problems, you gotta look first, second, and third, because the third one says, are you flowing money? The first one says, are you feeling safe? Because if you're not feeling safe, you're not going to allow new things in. And the first one, it's down here. 1, 2, 3. The first one is going to tell you, are you even in this world? If you're not feeling like you're in this world, you're not going to be able to bring the money into your experience. So with the first two being blocked, then you can have all the chances in the world, but you're not going to have it in your real experience. You're just going to see opportunities pass you by all the time. So, but this one works with the third chakra, creating opportunities for that to flow into your experience, into your nourishment. It's so exciting. I told you about amethyst. Amethyst is one of my favorites. Amethyst turns bad energy into good energy. That's a beautiful thing. Which means that all that energy you're spending on the things that you're addicted to turns into things that you love to do over and over and over again and are nourishing to you. Because an addiction is simply something you do all the time that you think is good for you, or you know is not good for you, but you can't stop doing it because there's some connection there. The opposite of addiction is nourishment. Chew on that for a minute. Okay, we're done. The opposite of addiction is nourishment. Addiction is a false nourishment. The body, mind, spirit, or soul thinks it's getting what it needs, but then it doesn't get what it needs. So the signal is wrong relative to what it really needs, or the knowledge of what that part really needs is wrong. So, what amethyst does is it helps you identify what you really need versus what the signal is. And that's a wonderful thing Because then all of a sudden you can reassign the signal for what you really need to what you really need. I don't know if that made any sense to anyone. I hope it did. Well, I'm getting tired. That was fun. There's rose quartz. If you want to learn about what rose quartz does, heart chakra. If you want to learn about what rose quartz does, then get my long ass bomb ass video on what the heck is yoni, and I will tell you about rose quartz and jade. Alright, well, that's enough about rocks. How about a story? What kind of story do you need? Let's consult the cards. Easy does it. Ooh, no. There is no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. I'm going to tell you a story about a time How about right now? Everything is occurring in perfect timing. You may or may not know that you're in the right place. Well, how do you know if you're in the right place? Truth is, you don't really know. Maybe you have an inkling. Maybe you go, well, look at this thing that brought me here. That thing was highly unlikely. Maybe I'm in the right place. Maybe it's a feeling. A lot of times you just feel I'm in the right place, but I don't know what the heck I'm doing. I don't know. I hope you know when you find it, but a lot of times we don't. A lot of times we think we need to do the hard thing because it's hard. Or we decide to get stuck to the easy thing because we don't know what else to do. And I'm here to say that you are the creator of your own life, and that there are things outside your control. But you're allowed to want life to be a particular way and want it to be that way fairly and unfold in a fun way. That's okay. Probably don't know where I'm going with this. Let's say you want to be a famous comedian. That could be fun. And then you tell somebody you want to be a famous comedian. And they say, oh, so does everybody else. You gotta be lucky to do that, blah, blah, blah. Maybe. How did they get there? Where did they come from? Not all comedians are, famous to start with, or born into fame. Most of them are not. It's called a career path. And for some reason, people believe you when you say, I want a career in IT development, but they don't believe you when you say, and they say you want a career in being a famous comedian or movie star or whatever. One time I said, I want to be a celebrity insurance agent, and I got laughed at. Right? Because who's ever heard of that? That's weird. That's possible. That's just called marketing. That's not like a luck thing. You just need to know how to do marketing. Yeah, I think I'm out. I'm out of good ideas and stories. This is it. This has been great. I appreciate you coming over. I like you a lot. I've had fun. And at this point, am just talking at my computer. But, you know what's really fun? Really fun? If you comment, and then I'll answer back, and then I'll be talking at my computer, but there's another person on the other side. That would be fun. So I appreciate you for stopping in. I am super appreciative of all 12 of my subscribers at this point in time. And, I have like 150 people on my email list at this point in time, and I'm happy about that. And I would love to have just one more, because I care about you. And everything in my email list and all of my subscribers is about how I care about you. Because you deserve to be cared for. And so do your friends. Have a wonderful evening. And if it's not evening where you are, have a wonderful whatever time of day it is. And I appreciate you. Good night.